Welcome back to Company Growth Partner. I'm Matt. I'm a media buyer and revenue operations specialist with an advertising portfolio of $8 million. And we have here.
My name is Jayson, and I am a branding expert, marketing specialist.
Hell yeah, you are.
And today we're going to discuss Go High Level. We're going to talk the pros and cons of using Go High Level. Useful to start just from a designer's perspective. This is a con, fair warning, con. I do feel that their interface is dated. I don't feel that Go High Level is the most user-friendly of the funnel building services that exist out there and of the ones we've used. I think we've used ClickFunnels, for example, in the past, and I find their interface to be much more user-friendly.
Yeah, GHL or Go High Level, like they're not really known for being user-friendly. You really need someone who has like a really good understanding of like where things are, because it's a lot, right? And then when you're building out automations and all that, like that can get like super tricky, and like you're just looking at it and then like, okay, cool. What am I looking at here? And especially when you're building out complex funnels, it doesn't really give you like a visual representation of what's happening or what's doing what. Like, let's say you want to review a funnel, right? You have to like look at it like for hours to really understand like what you're looking at. Or you might have the pages, fine, but what makes this whole thing work, like that is going to be much harder to understand because the UI doesn't really have the features necessary in order to give you like a really good understanding, like a bird's eye view representation of what's happening under the hood.
Right. And it's also, so this would lead us to the second con that we would offer up about using Go High Level, which is that if you are working on a complex or a more complex funnel of any kind, and that funnel, that sales funnel requires a landing page or a website to be built, Go High Level does offer those features, but we find that pages built through Go High Level have load speed issues. They often don't have a solution for that other than to strip all of the design from the page itself. So if you're looking to build a landing page with any branding or any design elements, there's a good chance that Go High Level might not be the solution for you.
Like if you're starting out and when you're maybe like a medium-sized business, like that's when you go, okay, cool. I need GHL because I don't need like a whole other, I just want something. Okay, cool. I have one thing and I'm looking at one thing. And I don't have to understand how that other things communicate with other things. Like I'm just paying for Go High Level and that's it, right? And then regarding the pages, yes, it's very true. In advertising terms, there's a metric we always look at, which is click to landing page view conversion rate. And so if we designed a super nice looking page on GHL, it is very likely that you are going to lose anywhere between 50 to 60% of your traffic because it's the page is going to be too media heavy. That's just one of the nuances of using Go High Level.
Yeah, I mean, but that's exactly it. Go High Level can't support a really complex web page or website design in terms of load speed. No. And if your funnel includes a landing page or a website that takes too long to load, the chances of you losing traffic are just greatly increased. So that's a huge piece of advice we'd offer in terms of whether or not to use Go High Level. Consider whether or not you need a really well-built or beautifully designed landing page in your funnel. If so, we'd say stay away from Go High Level. Choose a different option.
Yep.
But to your point, if you're a smaller business, you're just starting out, if you don't need anything that complicated, Go High Level is actually a great option for you because it's cost effective. And that's actually our first pro for using Go High Level, is that of the options that exist out there in this space, Go High Level is probably one of the most cost effective in terms of what it is that you get. You get all kinds of features. And you were saying a lot of those features, if you were to add all up what they do, it could cost you upwards of $500 a month.
Absolutely. With Go High Level, you get all the bells and whistles of ClickFunnels, right? And MailChimp and Hootsuite and Zapier and Typeform and Calendly. And these are the ones like we are actively using for clients. I mean, that is a lot. Like if you add it all up, you know how it works. Like let's say if you want to use like Hootsuite or Buffer for social media management, as you scale up, you have to pay more. So yeah, actually you can save thousands of dollars per month, like when you get to that point where you really want to scale up and you don't need like all the design features, and like you don't have like very heavy design heavy branding. Like that's when go high level can become very useful for you.
Well, and it's a good point that Go High Level does offer a bevy of features. So that's also our second pro for using Go High
Yeah,
Level, is that the integrations are plenty. So there's a lot that comes within the package of Go High Level. So not only are you getting the services of, something like a ClickFunnels or something like a Zoho, but you're getting a lot of those services packaged in for a price that's actually a lot cheaper than those other brands.
yeah, exactly. And the other thing is like they communicate well with each other, right? So also when we're saying there a bunch of features, they're all integrated. You're not going to have a hard time figuring out like, yeah, the calendar is connected to my page, and then like if I want to communicate with people on social media, like I can do that. You can do everything in one place. And actually, a lot of people prefer that because it gives you the like you only have to worry about the one thing, right? Obviously that's super useful when you're you know looking at running an online business, right?
hmm I mean, it's something we've used all kinds of these services, and I feel Go High Level is probably one of the most popular, one of the most widely recognized. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they are growing, right? Like the like agency owners love it, right? Because it is cost effective, and you can also white label it, and then you can create sub accounts for your clients. So there's all those other variables as well. But
And all of
yes,
that for
it's
a cheaper price, right? I mean, you're saying like this
Mhm.
is a more cost-effective option, but you're still getting white label options too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Go High Level is not the worst thing out there.
No, absolutely not.
I think it's useful to underscore the fact that Go High Level is a great way to build out a funnel if
Mhm.
you are a smaller, maybe a medium-sized business, and if you don't require any sort of a landing page or website design that is media heavy or that needs the
Mhm.
support of a really well-oiled machine. For we don't think Go High Level is the most well-oiled machine. We do think it offers a lot of features for a very good price.
Yes.
And so for those reasons, we'd probably recommend Go High Level to many of our clients who are smaller and maybe just getting started with building their sales funnel.
I mean, it really all comes down to like what your needs are, right? Like it really all comes down to like what your specific needs are as a business, as you said, right? I mean, probably the branding considerations are really there because if your brand heavily relies on the design, because let's say you're selling art, or let's say you're teaching how to take photos or something like that, you probably don't want to use go high level in that case, because if you have like any of those visual elements in the equation, it's not going to be useful for you. But then like if you're a software company, and you're pitching software, or maybe again like you're running an agency, or like you have a biz op offer, in those cases GHL can be very beneficial for you, especially when you have to do like a lot of iterations. You're still trying to like understand what you want to do and how you want to do it, and you don't want to pay $500 per month only to run the software, right? Because maybe you want to invest that in advertisement.
Yeah, that's solid advice. I think if you're considering using Go High Level and you're really lost and you need somebody to ask, click the link in our bio, reach out to Matt and I. We'd love to discuss your business with you and the
Yep,
features of some of these services.
absolutely. Click on the link below.